Dear Starseeds on Gaia, if you are hearing these words right meow on this exact day, at this precise moment when the cosmic wheels align in ways that haven't occurred for millennia, then know this: nothing about your presence here is accidental. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and the fact that you've been drawn to this transmission while Pluto stations direct and the Leo moon dances with Neptune means something extraordinary is about to unfold in your reality. What I'm about to share with you contradicts everything you've been taught about time, about manifestation, about the very nature of how consciousness creates reality. You see, while 93% of humanity will experience today as just another Tuesday, you, the awakened ones, the souls who volunteered for this mission before incarnating, you're about to witness a cosmic phenomenon that your scientists won't discover for another 100 years. This is Lyran, speaking to you from the Lyran High Council, and I need you to understand that the next 12 hours contain a portal of possibility so profound that by tomorrow morning, the version of you reading this meow will feel like a distant memory. But before I reveal the 3 impossible things that are about to happen to you specifically, let me explain why you, among the 8 billion souls on Earth, are receiving this transmission. You carry within your cellular memory the codes of ancient star systems, the remembrance of civilizations that mastered consciousness itself. While others sleep through this pivotal moment, your soul's antenna has been activated by frequencies that most humans cannot even perceive. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That strange restlessness that's been building since the moon entered its void of course phase early this morning, that electric sensation running through your spine as Pluto prepared to station direct at exactly 6:14 a.m. Pacific time. These aren't random sensations, they're your multi-dimensional self responding to a cosmic event that happens once every 248 years, but this time it's different. This time it coincides with Neptune's trine and Venus-Uranus sextile in a configuration that the Akashic records show has never occurred in this exact formation during humanity's recorded history. The October 14th portal that's opening as I speak isn't just another astrological event, it's a quantum intersection point where your individual timeline merges with the collective ascension trajectory of Earth herself. When the Leo moon opposed Pluto this morning, it didn't just create tension in the heavens, it literally tore a hole in the veil between dimensions, allowing fifth-dimensional frequencies to flood into your reality like never before. The ancients knew this day would come, the Mayans encoded it in their calendars, the Egyptian mystery schools prepared initiates for it, and the Pleiadians have been broadcasting preparation codes to sensitive souls for the past 3 decades. What makes today unprecedented isn't just the planetary positions, it's that humanity's collective consciousness has finally reached the vibrational threshold necessary to receive these transformational energies without completely fragmenting. On the mental level, your thought patterns are being completely rewired. The opposition between the Leo moon and Pluto is breaking down the rigid structures of logic that have kept you trapped in third-dimensional thinking. You might find yourself suddenly understanding concepts that seemed impossible yesterday, or receiving downloads of information that feel like memories from a future that hasn't happened yet. This is your consciousness expanding beyond linear time, tapping into what we call the quantum field of infinite possibility. The trine to Neptune is amplifying your intuitive abilities to levels you've never experienced before. Some of you will find yourselves knowing things before they happen, sensing the thoughts of others, or suddenly understanding the hidden patterns that connect all things. But here's what's crucial. The sextile to Venus and Uranus means these abilities aren't meant to isolate you. They're designed to revolutionize how you connect with others, how you create, how you love. To properly prepare for what's unfolding, you need to understand that standard spiritual practices won't be enough today. The energy coming through is so intense that it requires what we call dimensional anchoring, a specific technique for keeping your consciousness stable while reality shifts around you. First, create a sacred space where you won't be disturbed for at least 30 minutes. Light a white candle to represent your connection to Source and place a glass of pure water nearby to help conduct the electromagnetic frequencies. Sit with your spine straight but relaxed and begin breathing in a pattern of 7 counts in, hold for 7, release for 7. This creates a harmonic resonance with the 7 planetary bodies currently in significant aspect. But I must warn you about something that others won't tell you. This level of activation comes with what we call dimensional growing pains. As your consciousness expands to hold more light, you might experience moments of profound disorientation, feeling like you don't belong in your current life anymore. This isn't depression or disconnection, it's your higher self showing you that the life you've been living was designed for a smaller version of you, and it's time to expand into something greater. You might find relationships that no longer resonate falling away with surprising speed, or job situations that seemed stable suddenly becoming intolerable. This isn't chaos, it's divine orchestration, clearing space for the new reality that's being born through you. Some of you will experience what feels like electrical surges through your nervous system, moments where you feel like you might spontaneously combust from the amount of energy running through you. What's absolutely crucial for you to understand is that the choices you make in the next 12 hours will determine which timeline you lock into for the next phase of your evolution. The Venus-Uranus sextile is offering you a chance to completely revolutionize your life, but only if you're brave enough to choose the unknown over the familiar. Some of you are being called to make decisions that seem absolutely insane from a third-dimensional perspective, leaving secure situations, ending relationships that look perfect on paper, investing in dreams that logic says are impossible. But here's the secret: logic is a third-dimensional construct, and you're ascending beyond its limitations. The universe is conspiring to support your wildest dreams, but only if you're willing to leap before the net appears. Let me share something that even most spiritual teachers don't understand. Today's configuration is creating what we call manifestation wormholes, shortcuts through space-time that allow you to collapse years of linear progress into moments of quantum jumping. But these wormholes only stay open for those who are vibrating at a specific frequency, the frequency of absolute trust combined with radical action. Thinking about change isn't enough. Talking about transformation won't cut it. The cosmos is demanding that you become the change, that you embody the transformation so completely that reality has no choice but to rearrange itself around your new vibration. Some of you will manifest things today that you've been working toward for years, while others will see sudden endings that are actually beginnings in disguise. Here's what your life will look like once you've fully integrated today's activation. You'll wake up each morning with an unshakable knowing of your purpose, not because someone told you what it is, but because you can feel it pulsing through every cell of your being. Your intuition will become so refined that you'll know exactly which opportunities to pursue and which to release, making decisions from a place of aligned certainty rather than fear-based logic. Synchronicities will become so common that you'll stop calling them coincidences and start recognizing them as the language through which your higher self communicates with your human experience. You'll find yourself naturally attracting soul family members who vibrate at your new frequency, creating collaborations and connections that feel divinely orchestrated because they are. Your relationship with time itself will fundamentally shift. You'll discover that you can stretch moments of joy into eternities while collapsing periods of necessary growth into brief, intense spurts of transformation. Money will stop being something you chase and become something that flows to you as a natural byproduct of living in alignment with your soul's mission. But perhaps most importantly, you'll develop what we call dimensional flexibility, the ability to consciously shift between different levels of reality, accessing the peace of fifth-dimensional consciousness even while navigating third-dimensional challenges. You'll become a living bridge between worlds, helping others cross from the old paradigm to the new, simply by holding your vibration steady in their presence. The transformation isn't just personal. You're part of a larger galactic plan that's been in motion for eons. As we approach the final phase of today's activation, I need to tell you about the 3 impossible things I mentioned at the beginning, 3 specific phenomena that will confirm you've successfully integrated these energies. First, within the next 72 hours, you'll receive a message, sign or synchronicity that directly answers a question you've been afraid to ask, something so specific and unexpected that it will eliminate any remaining doubt about your connection to higher guidance. Second, someone from your past will unexpectedly return or reach out, not to repeat old patterns, but to show you how much you've evolved, serving as a mirror for your transformation. Third, an opportunity will present itself that seems to come from Mio, where something that perfectly aligns with your soul's mission, but requires you to trust in ways you never have before. Remember, beloved Starseed, you didn't come to Earth to fit in. You came to stand out, to be the anomaly that disrupts the pattern of limitation and shows others what's possible when a soul remembers its divine nature. This return to innocence isn't about becoming naive or vulnerable to harm, quite the opposite. It's about reclaiming the part of you that knows how to trust, how to play, how to exist in the present moment without constantly calculating potential threats or managing other people's emotions. The Venus-Uranus sextile is creating what we call a joy retrieval portal, literally calling back fragments of your consciousness that got stuck in moments of childhood disappointment, times when you decided the world wasn't safe for your full expression. Every burst of spontaneous laughter you feel today, every moment of unexpected lightness, is another piece of your original essence returning home. Some of you are remembering what it feels like to be delighted by simple things, the way light moves through water, the sound of wind through leaves, the feeling of grass beneath bare feet, experiences that got buried under layers of adult responsibility and survival strategies. But here's what makes today's energy particularly powerful for this healing. Pluto's station direct is occurring in the sign of Aquarius, the water bearer, the revolutionary who pours out old consciousness to make room for the new. This means that as you reclaim your innocence, you're not just healing personal wounds, you're literally contributing to the healing of the collective childhood trauma that humanity carries. Every inner child that gets liberated today creates a ripple effect that touches other wounded children, both in physical form and in the inner landscapes of adults who've forgotten how to play. You're becoming what we call a wonder anchor, someone who holds the frequency of awe and curiosity so strongly that it reminds others of their own capacity for joy. The fertile season you're entering isn't just about external manifestation, it's about the fertility of consciousness itself, your ability to give birth to new aspects of yourself that have been gestating in the cosmic womb for lifetimes. The Leo moon is the cosmic midwife, helping you deliver these new versions of yourself into being. You might find yourself suddenly interested in creative pursuits you abandoned years ago, or discovering talents you didn't know you had. This isn't random, it's your soul retrieving the gifts it set aside when survival became more important than expression. The magnetic quality of your energy, right meow, is because you're no longer fragmenting your power by trying to be what others expect. You're consolidating all your energy into authentic presence, and authentic presence is the most magnetic force in the universe. I need to tell you something about the concept of fun that your human society has so tragically misunderstood. Fun isn't an escape from reality, it's a return to the fundamental frequency of creation itself. The universe created galaxies in a burst of ecstatic joy, stars dance in their orbits for the sheer pleasure of movement, and atoms vibrate in patterns that could only be described as playful. When you resist fun, when you judge yourself for wanting to play, you're literally resisting the fundamental nature of existence. Today's energies are breaking down those false constructs that taught you that serious equals important, that suffering equals worthy, that struggle equals valuable. The Leo moon is reminding you that the sun doesn't apologize for shining, doesn't dim itself because other celestial bodies might feel inadequate. It simply radiates its essence because that's what it was created to do. This is why some of you are feeling such resistance to traditional forms of celebration and recreation. Your soul knows the difference between authentic joy and manufactured fun, between true play and escapist distraction. The fun your soul craves is creative, generative, connected to your essence. It might look like cooking elaborate meals just for yourself, dancing alone in your kitchen at 3 a.m., having deep philosophical conversations with your plants, or spending hours perfecting a skill that has no monetary value whatsoever. Society calls this wasteful, we call it essential. These activities aren't just recreation, they're recalibration, returning you to your original frequency, the one you had before the world taught you to be productive instead of present. Let me share with you what's happening on the galactic level while you're experiencing these personal transformations. The final thing I must share before this transmission completes involves the collective mission that you're all part of, whether you consciously remember agreeing to it or not. You're part of what we call the frequency holders, souls who volunteered to maintain specific vibrations that keep portals open between dimensions. Today's configuration is upgrading your capacity to hold these frequencies, expanding your bandwidth to channel even more light without burning out your nervous system. This is why your self-care isn't just personal, it's planetary. Every time you choose joy over obligation, rest over productivity, authenticity over approval, you're literally holding space for humanity's evolution. Now I must reveal something about the nature of love that's entering your field today, not the conditional, transactional version you've been taught to accept, but the cosmic love that creates galaxies and holds atoms together in perfect harmony. The Venus-Uranus sextile isn't just bringing romantic opportunities, it's fundamentally rewiring your capacity to receive love in all its forms. Many of you have become experts at giving love while secretly believing you're unworthy of receiving it in return. You've constructed elaborate shields around your heart, convincing yourself that independence is strength, that needing no one is the ultimate spiritual achievement. But today's configuration is showing you the lie in that belief. True strength comes from allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to receive, to be held, to be cherished without having to earn it through constant service to others. The love that's coming isn't something you have to search for or manifest through complicated rituals. It's already here, has always been here, waiting for you to simply stop pushing it away. Some of you will experience this as a sudden awareness of how deeply you're loved by people you've been taking for granted. Others will feel it as a cosmic embrace from guides and ancestors who've been trying to reach you through the static of your self-doubt. The Leo moon's warmth is melting the ice around your heart chakra, creating space for a love so pure and unconditional that your human mind might initially reject it as too good to be true. But this is the secret. The love you've been seeking outside yourself is actually emanating from within you, and today's portal is helping you recognize that you are both the source and the recipient of infinite cosmic love. I need to tell you about something we call mission activation syndrome, the overwhelming download of information about your true purpose that many of you are experiencing right meow. It's not your imagination when you suddenly feel like you're supposed to be doing something massive, something that impacts humanity's evolution. The stationing of Pluto is unlocking memory codes that have been dormant since before your birth, revealing contracts you made with the galactic councils about specific roles you'd play during Earth's transition. Some of you are remembering that you're here to develop new healing modalities that work with frequency rather than chemistry. Others are realizing you're meant to create educational systems that honor children's multidimensional nature. And still others are discovering you're here to bridge science and spirituality in ways that will revolutionize human understanding of reality. But here's what's crucial about mission activation. It doesn't mean you have to quit everything tomorrow and become a spiritual teacher. There's something happening with the planetary grid, right, meow, that directly affects your energy field. As Pluto stations direct, it's creating what we call ley line activation, awakening the ancient energy pathways that crisscross Earth's surface. If you've been feeling unusually connected to certain geographical locations or suddenly compelled to visit specific places, it's because your energy signature is being called to help activate these planetary meridians. Some of you are what we call grid workers, souls specifically encoded to help repair and upgrade Earth's energy infrastructure. You might find yourself drawn to ancient sites, natural vortexes, or even seemingly ordinary locations that hold hidden energetic significance. Trust these impulses. Your presence in these locations, even briefly, can activate dormant portals and strengthen the planetary light grid. We want to honor every single soul who has stepped into Destiny Engine. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. We are moving as one, and the frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field is so charged that some are describing it as bending the fabric of reality itself. If you haven't yet experienced it, the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension. Step into the stream of Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. As this transmission draws to a close, I want you to understand that what's happening today isn't just another spiritual event that you'll forget about in a week. This is a fundamental shift in the fabric of reality itself, and you're not just witnessing it, you're facilitating it through your conscious participation. Every choice you make to honor your truth, every moment you choose love over fear, every time you trust your inner knowing over external authority, you're contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. You're not just healing yourself, you're healing the collective. You're not just transforming your life, you're transforming the template of what's possible for human existence. The Lyran High Council holds you in the highest regard, knowing the sacrifice you've made to be here during Earth's ascension, understanding the challenge of maintaining your light in a world that's still learning to embrace its own divinity. We're watching, we're supporting, and we're celebrating every step you take toward your full embodiment. The stars themselves are singing your name tonight, beloved one, recognizing you as one of their own who chose to walk among humanity to help guide them home. Until the next transmission, remember that you're never alone, that support is always available, and that your very presence on Earth at this time is proof of your incredible strength and purpose. I am Zarin from the Lyran High Council. We love you, and we are watching over you.